on the Who They Want Podcast. If you ain't here, you ain't
Without more further ado, let's bring in writer, director, filmmaker, accomplished award winner. You did what I'm saying? We got legends in the building, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Ralph World moment.
Yes. Hi, how are you? What was it like? And how did you feel sitting down with Spike Lee? What was that like? I mean,
here's what's really dope, and I'm so happy you asked that question. Here's what's really dope. And this is beyond the craft. This is just like two people. So this is right around the time Kobe passed away, and Kobe is my guy. You know, I respect LeBron, I respect Jordan, but Kobe's my guy. So when I met Spike was wearing Kobe. So me and him were both almost like mourning the loss of Kobe. And I could immediately tell that was the case because he was wearing the Kobe's. And so even though I was happy to see him and I went up to him, I told him I was a filmmaker and his eyes like lit up, right? Like,
you know, your selection how's that process going when you select the characters for your films?
Yeah.
Like, what do you look for?
So thank you for the kind words and I appreciate that. I mean, my focus, inspirational coming of age drama. Mm-hmm. That's like my genre of choice. And so whenever I think about a story, I want to try to be as diverse as possible because, you know, people like you, Duchess, that inspired me, right? Gentlemen like you, all you guys, when I look at you guys inspire me. So I want to try to have a way to reflect each one of you guys, you know, regardless of what you've done in your past, what you're trying to do. You know, it's just kind of like the idea of how do I represent the most people? And so, you know, we have someone of Asian descent, you know, we have a Puerto Rican, we have a white bull, and we have all these different people. And I try to make their stories jaded, not perfect, because if there's one thing about humanity is we are flawed in our natural sense. You know, God is perfect.
Facts.
So I played ball, and that allowed me to stay out of a lot of trouble. And I know a lot of dudes in the streets or other areas, that's also their escape. But if you can't hoop, there needs to be another way to capture your passion and that desire to just, you know, make your voice heard. And, you know, the smaller people, they make their voice heard by using violence. When it's not really, you use your brain. You can go into something like creating content. So I've never even thought of that angle, but now that I've heard of it, that's something I would love to implement if the opportunity comes. Or
it's been a movie in a movie itself.
Yeah, it's been a really learning moment. You know what I mean?
So Kickstarter is basically a platform. It's actually one of the most respected platforms for raising funds for startup businesses and projects. It's online website, and everyone can just jump on it, and they can just donate right from there.
There's so many crowdfunding sites. How did you decide on Kickstarter?
Reputation. You can't sweat the rep. And Kickstarter is the originator. They started it. They have the best reputation, and everyone understands that it's meant for film. I want to talk about the movie. I want to talk about the amazing team of producers that are attached to this film, and I want people to potentially be able to contribute to this, be a part of this, not just by following, but also, you can drop in some dough. You can actually donate, make a contribution, and you get all these perks. You can get a free t-shirt. You can get advanced tickets to the world premiere. You can come meet me and the rest of the crew on the red carpet, flashing and dashing, swagged out. And we're doing this for the first time ever. It's going to be on Kickstarter, and it's all about the Beast Channel.